can they make it through 1 and 2 without having another crash?
Green is waving, and there's 10 to go in Texas. Greg Biffle out front.
Boy, Roper's hanging tough there, but Matt Crafton's able to grab that second spot. Been a long time since Matt Crafton has gone to victory lane.
It has indeed. Got to go back to 2017, the last time he won it. He's a two-time Texas winner. Boy, how big it would be for Crafton to score another victory. There's Austin Hill in that 16 trying to charge his way back through the field. Crafton taking a look underneath Biffle.
Biffle still has questions still on that fuel. He's the only truck up front that we think might be running low.
He last pitted on lap 109, 49 laps ago.
It's going to be close. I'm sure Rudy Fugle has said, hey, it's close enough, we're going to go for it. Right now, Matt Crafton may go for it.
A couple of veterans battling at the front, Biffle and Crafton.
We know Matt Crafton has enough fuel. He was just on pit road 5 laps ago.
Biffle running his first Truck Series race since 2004. It's a one-off to help out Kyle Busch and Kyle Busch Motorsports. Matt Crafton, a 9-time winner on the mile-and-a-half tracks, and Anthony Alfredo has gone around, but the green is still out. Alfredo gathers it back up and puts it back on track. And Biffle still holding off Crafton. 3/10 of an advantage.
This end pretty much wide open. You can see the move through the center of the corner that Crafton makes there. Look at the momentum as he drops right up on the back of Biffle.
Yeah, how can Biffle run hard enough to stay ahead of Matt Crafton and stay saving any fuel? There's no way he can be saving fuel right now.
And Crafton's got to know that, and he's got to be pressuring Biffle at every opportunity to make Biffle run it as hard as he has to.
It'd be interesting to watch Biffle. It looked like he really parked that truck down on the bottom of turns 1 and 2. We know they're out of the gas down there, pretty much wide open on this end. Maybe his strategy is going to be to try to take 1 and 2 away from Crafton by parking his truck, slowing his truck dramatically in the center of the corner, making Matt Crafton go around the top.
5 laps remaining. Matt Crafton. You see it, he hasn't won since the dirt at Eldora in July of 2017. It's been a long time, but what a great string of races he has put together this season. Just one finish outside the top 10, and that was back in race 2 at Atlanta.
Look at this run, Phil. You see Biffle holds the bottom, and look at Crafton lose the nose of that truck. Up the hill he slides.
Everything he gains down in 3 and 4, he loses when he gets down to 1 and 2. Can Greg Biffle's fuel hold out here? Coming to 3 laps to go.
Biffle last won in 2001 in Phoenix, ISM Raceway. 2001. Matt Crafton, believe it or not, was in that race, finished 15th. Most of the drivers in this race weren't even old enough to be thinking about racing at that point, and Biffle and Crafton were dueling back then.
What an amazing story it will be if Greg Biffle can jump in this truck after being out of racing for 3 years and go to victory lane.
Going to lose some momentum there, Phil, with the lap truck. Norm Benning on the bottom. Biffle had to slide up. That's enabled Matt Crafton to close back in.
Rudy Fugle, the crew chief, keeping his eye on the racetrack and wanting to see that 51 truck come back into sight. The final 2 laps, less than 3 miles remaining. Junior Joyner, the crew chief for Matt Crafton, the same. Does Biffle have enough fuel to get to the end? And if he doesn't, Crafton would inherit the victory. The white flag is out. 1 lap remaining for Greg Biffle.
Looks like he's still under power off of turn 2.
It's been 6,434 days since Greg Biffle last won a truck race. It was in Phoenix in 2001. But on this one-off, it is a night to remember.
Great job, guys. Great job, man. Great job in the pits, guys. Great call. Really love you guys. That was a great job.
Awesome drive, buddy. Awesome freaking drive. Great fuel cells. Great everything. Woo! Yes, good job, Jason.
The thrill of victory.
Hermie.
Rudy, you've won a lot of big races with a lot of big drivers. This one's a little bit different. How special is it with Greg Biffle?
Man, I don't even know. I haven't been this excited in a long time. It's fun to win these things. I've won a lot of races, but never on fuel mileage, ever. And I'm just praying to the fuel cell gods that we had enough fuel in the tank. And I bet he's going to blow it up here, not out of fuel here in a second. So, wow, these guys are awesome. Toyota, Mobile One, TRD, Kyle Busch Motorsports. This is great. 6 weeks.
How close were you on fuel as best you knew?
Yeah, I mean, it should be all but out.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter now. He's going to burn it down and go to victory lane. And by the way, collecting an additional $50,000.
And by the way, the talks about him going to Gateway and Iowa, they have to be picking up right now. Kyle Busch, what are you thinking?
We got to get him a truck, Kyle. We got to get him a truck to go to Iowa.
The unlikeliest of scenarios. A driver hopping in a truck for the first time in 15 years takes it to victory lane at Texas.